There's a strange conspiracy of silence around certain aspects of the Sigma personality that even people who claim to understand this type refuse to discuss openly. Maybe it's because these truths are too uncomfortable for society to acknowledge, or maybe they reveal things about human nature that most people would rather keep hidden. You'll find thousands of articles and videos talking about how mysterious and independent Sigma males are, but nobody wants to address the darker, more complex realities of actually living with this personality type. They focus on the appealing aspects, the confidence, the independence, the ability to succeed without needing validation, while completely ignoring the psychological costs and hidden struggles that come with being wired this way. The sanitized version of Sigma males that gets presented to the world is like looking at a movie poster instead of watching the actual film. It shows you the highlights but leaves out all the scenes that might make people uncomfortable or force them to question their assumptions about success, relationships, and what it really means to be different in a world designed for conformity. These unspoken truths aren't weaknesses or flaws. They're simply realities that don't fit the neat narrative that people prefer when discussing personality types. They're the parts of the Sigma experience that get whispered about in private, but never acknowledged in public discussions. Here are 7 unspoken truths about Sigma males no one talks about. Number 1. There is literally nothing between the lines. Society has turned communication into some kind of detective game where everyone's supposed to figure out secret messages and hidden meanings in every conversation. People waste hours trying to decode what others really mean when they say something, thinking there's always some deeper message hiding under the surface. When a Sigma tells you something, he means exactly what he said. That's it. His brain doesn't work with hints, secret codes, or complicated messages wrapped in fancy words. If he wanted to say something different, he would have just said that instead. This drives people crazy because they keep looking for meanings that don't exist. They study his tone, search for clues, and try to read his mind when really his message was as straightforward as it gets. It's like looking for a hidden door when someone just handed you the key to the front entrance. Sigma males communicate this way because their brain likes efficiency and honesty. They don't see the point in wrapping simple messages in layers of social games when just being direct gets the job done faster and clearer. This direct talking style confuses people who are used to the complicated dance of hints and suggestions that most people do. They think his honesty means he's being rude or doesn't understand social skills, when really he's just operating from a totally different system that values getting to the point over playing word games that waste everyone's time. Number 2. They actually do have feelings, but keep them private. One of the biggest lies about Sigma males is that they're cold robots who don't feel anything. Society somehow decided that because they don't cry in public or post their feelings on social media, they must not have any emotions at all. The truth is that Sigma males often feel things way more deeply than people who put on big emotional shows for everyone to see. Their brain just processes feelings differently. They think about their emotions internally instead of immediately sharing them with everyone around them for comfort or attention. They keep their feelings private because they've learned that sharing deep emotions with the wrong people leads to problems. Some people will use your feelings against you, judge you for having them, or give you advice you never asked for from people who don't understand your situation. This private emotional processing also helps them stay calm and think clearly when things get stressful. While other people are freaking out from their immediate emotional reactions, Sigma males can feel their emotions without being controlled by them, which helps them make better decisions when life gets complicated. The problem is that people in relationships with them expect constant emotional expressions as proof that they care. Sigma males show love through actions, loyalty, and being there for you rather than through dramatic declarations or emotional performances. This gets misunderstood as not caring by people who think showing emotions and having emotions are the same thing. Number 3. Be real or get out. Sigma males have this weird superpower where they can spot fake people from miles away. Their natural ability to observe and stay independent from social pressure lets them see through the masks that most people wear when they're trying to impress others or hide their real personality. This fake detecting ability isn't something they learned in a class. It's just what happens when your brain naturally notices patterns and inconsistencies while everyone else is caught up in the social performance. While others are busy playing along with fake behavior, Sigma males are watching what people actually do versus what they say. They have zero patience for fake behavior because they understand that fake relationships are a complete waste of time and energy. They'd rather have one real friend than 10 fake ones who are just pretending to care, while secretly judging or using them for their own benefit. When they meet someone who's being fake, manipulative, or putting on an act, they usually don't make a big scene about it. They just quietly stop investing energy in that person and focus on people who show genuine character and honest communication instead. This need for real behavior applies to everything in their life: work relationships, friendships, dating, and even casual interactions. They have no interest in playing social games or keeping relationships that require them to pretend things are fine when they're clearly not. This creates a natural filter that keeps energy-draining fake people out of their life. Number 4. Don't get offended. Sigma males are nearly impossible to offend in the way that works on most people. Their self-worth comes from what they think about themselves rather than what other people say about them, which means insults, criticism, or attempts to hurt their feelings just bounce right off. This tough emotional skin comes from years of thinking for themselves and not needing constant approval from others. They know their own strengths and weaknesses pretty well, which makes them immune to people who try to control them through guilt trips, shame, or public embarrassment tactics. Their inability to get easily offended really annoys people who are used to controlling others through emotional manipulation. When someone tries to make them feel guilty or ashamed, the Sigma just thinks about whether the criticism is actually true, and either fixes the problem or ignores it completely if it's just nonsense. This emotional stability lets them stay focused on their goals and keep thinking clearly even when people are trying to push their buttons and get them upset. They can handle conflict, criticism, and even personal attacks without losing their cool or getting distracted from what actually matters. However, this can create problems in relationships where partners think their calm reactions mean they don't care. Some people will actually try harder to get an emotional response, not understanding that the Sigma's calm reaction is actually a sign of emotional strength, rather than not giving a damn about the situation or the relationship. Number 5. An argument is not a fight. Most people treat disagreements like wars where somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. They take different opinions personally, get defensive when someone challenges their ideas, and let their ego take over when their thoughts get questioned or criticized. Sigma males see arguments as problem-solving sessions instead of personal battles. Their natural thinking style lets them separate ideas from feelings, which means they can disagree with what someone thinks without feeling attacked or needing to attack the other person back. This logical approach to conflict confuses people who expect arguments to involve yelling, hurt feelings, and personal insults. When a Sigma stays calm and keeps focusing on the actual issue during a disagreement, others might think he doesn't care about the problem or is dismissing their concerns. Their ability to argue without fighting comes from understanding that disagreement is just a normal part of figuring things out and making decisions. They don't need to be right about everything. And they don't take it personally when someone challenges their thinking. This reasonable approach to conflict makes them really good at actually solving problems and keeping relationships intact even after heated discussions, while other people need time to get over the emotional drama of an argument. Sigma males can move forward right away once the logical stuff has been worked out, treating the whole thing as a useful conversation rather than a relationship-damaging fight that needs recovery time. Number 6. Their neutral face doesn't mean they're upset. Sigma males naturally keep calm, composed expressions that don't show their thoughts or feelings to random people around them. This neutral face is just how they normally look, not a sign that they're angry, annoyed, or have negative feelings toward anyone. Their controlled expression happens because they process information in their head instead of showing every thought and feeling on their face for others to read. While most people automatically copy emotions and react visibly to everything happening around them, Sigma males keep their composure no matter what's going on. This neutral expression gets misunderstood all the time by people who are used to reading faces for clues about how others are feeling. Family members keep asking if everything's okay. Coworkers wonder if they did something wrong. And romantic partners worry that something's bothering them when really the Sigma is just thinking normally. The misunderstanding creates unnecessary drama because people start trying to fix problems that don't exist or act weird around someone who's actually feeling perfectly fine. Then the Sigma has to waste energy explaining that nothing's wrong when he was just existing in his normal state. Their composed expression is actually a strength that lets them keep their privacy and avoid unwanted interference from others. It stops people from reading their thoughts or emotions, which protects them from manipulation and gives them control over what they choose to share. The neutral face isn't hiding anything. It's just their authentic way of being without performing emotions for an audience. Number 7. Alone time is their best time. While most people see being alone as something sad or boring to avoid, Sigma males experience their peak performance and greatest happiness during uninterrupted alone time. This isn't about hating people or avoiding relationships. It's about accessing the mental state where their brain works at its absolute best. Their mind operates most efficiently when it's free from constant social input and demands that come with group interactions. Alone time lets them think deeply, work on their interests without interference, and recharge the mental energy that gets drained by social situations and external expectations. During alone time, Sigma males can do the focused work and creative thinking that produces their best results. They don't need external motivation, entertainment, or approval to feel productive and satisfied. Their internal drive actually works better without the distractions and compromises that come with group activities. This preference for solitude gets misunderstood as loneliness, depression, or not being able to form good relationships. People try to rescue them from their alone time or push them into more social activities, not realizing they're messing with the Sigma's most productive and happy state. The quality of their alone time directly affects how well they show up in relationships and social situations. When they've had enough solitude to think, recharge, and work on their goals, they're more present and engaged when they do choose to spend time with others. If this hit home or made you think, feel free to subscribe for more content like this. Drop a like if you got something out of it, and let me know your take in the comments. Thanks for hanging out. Stay sharp and keep doing your thing.